This is a BLT, not to be confused with a BTL. That means buy to let, but I'm guessing because you clicked on this video in the first place, I'm going to assume that you knew that already. Believe it or not, buy to let properties and big fat tiered buddies do have common ground, because they're both related in one way or another to hunger. If you're watching this, you're probably a landlord, which means you've probably got an appetite for passive income. Nowadays, the trouble with BTL properties is that they're not all that passive, and the amount of income they bring you will leave you hungry for more. See? Common ground. Told you. Voids, tenant arrears, legislative changes, day-to-day management, and all the other general rubbish. There comes a point where managing a BTL no longer satisfies the appetite that led you to become a landlord in the first place. And in extreme cases, the whole landlord experience is completely spoiled. That's where service accommodation comes in. As far as service accommodation is concerned, you can put the nuisance of day-to-day tenant management and arrears completely to bed. Because you host guests, not tenants, and because they've usually made the booking with their credit card or through their employer, you've got peace of mind knowing they won't sneak off with your kettle or smash the place to bits, and you will never ever get any arrears. And because you're charging a nightly rate rather than monthly, you're also looking at higher after-tax returns. And because your property stays in much better condition for longer, there's much less work to do when you're eventually ready to sell up. There's your hankering for more income dealt with. Now, making the switch comes with a few fiddly bits and a fair bit of setup, which isn't ideal when you're also craving some sweet, sweet passivity. But that's the thing. You don't really have to do any of it, because supporting landlords through this sort of transition, making sure they get the most out of their investment and managing their properties on their behalf is our bread, butter, lettuce, bacon and tomato. In fact, do you reckon that's still all right to eat? We can even source and refurbish your properties for you, and to avoid eating into your profits, we cover whatever support you need with one transparent fee. So if you find you a bit of that, you should definitely get in touch to set up a call.